So you say that Cathy is sitting over here. Now, Cathy's been carefully minding the children who've been climbing all over the pushchairs and everything that's for sale down here in the B48s. And the bangs in the background is my daughter, not anyone else's. So you're a peer supporter for breastfeeding here as well. What does that mean, peer supporter?
Basically, it means you're here for mums if they need you to kind of help them meet other mums, make new friends. We can also pass on a lot of valuable information that we've been given in our training, so that everyone's kind of singing from the same hymn book then, aren't they? You know, everyone's giving over the same message to encourage mums, basically.
And so what's your personal experience?
My personal experience, well, I'm still feeding my son now. He's 21 months, and I just took it month by month, really, to see how I was doing, how far I'd go. My mum was really quite encouraging, even though she did bottle feed, myself and my brother, and that really helped me, I found, taking it month by month, so being given encouragement.
You were trying to get Debenhams in to help advise mums on breastfeeding bras. What sorts of things are you trying to get them to kind of talk about?
Well, basically, it's something I wasn't aware of when I was pregnant, when I first became pregnant, was how much your body shape changes and how you do need those different bras at different stages to go to more, like no more underwires, things like that, to help your body. It's really important, I think, especially when you start feeding as well, because it changes really quickly, to be wearing the right size bra. And they've got ladies down there with 25 plus years experience. So I said, please come down, try and help these ladies and encourage them to go in and get the right size bra, really.
Absolutely, because comfort is sort of paramount, really, isn't it? Everything else is odd and feels funny. You need to at least feel comfortable. What sorts of advice do you find that you're saying quite regularly to new mums? What's the one piece of advice that you would give somebody?
The one piece of advice, go with your instincts, really. What one of the ladies who trained us said to me is, what would mammals do? Is really the thing. If you think on those lines, then you can't go wrong.
And can you tell us again what's going to be happening this week for Breastfeeding Week, actually, in the centre here?
In the centre here, Lisa is here every single day. She's been a peer supporter for many years now and is very experienced as a breastfeeding peer supporter. And also down, she has goodie bags and all kinds of leaflets and bits and bobs for mums. She also has a lot of second-hand maternity bras, I think, which are really worth their weight because they are very expensive, and getting them from somewhere here where they're freshly washed and clean and still in really good condition is so helpful. And it's just a nice relaxed atmosphere here for people to come to, not only in Breastfeeding Support Week but in all the weeks following throughout your feeding, because it changes so much. It's good to be there with people who appreciate what you're going through at the same stage as you. You can make new friends that last a long time, it's good.
What's in these goodie bags then? You mentioned the goodie bags. Can we have a look at one and see what's in one?
Yeah, there are lots of different leaflets about, obviously, the different stages and things that you experience that are from the NHS and such, about baby nurturing, one of them about different ways to feed to help you, breastfeeding, and from the NCT here, how long, breastfeeding or bottle feeding, and about fathers and breastfeeding as well, because that's a really hot topic. When babies are first born, they kind of make the assumption that it is all about feeding, but there is so much more that you can give a child than feeding. So dads really play a really important part in that, in their bonding with the child too.
Excellent. So what else have you got in there? There's still some more stuff.
There is. Wow, yeah. A DVD.
Whoa.
Yeah, on breastfeeding. Telling you about the group here. And yeah, another DVD. Some Lantinol, which is invaluable in those early days.
Lantinol is the special cream that you put on when you get what's described as cracked nipples, which you think is going to be like sore chapped lips in the winter, but it's far worse than that.
Yeah, what I found was really helpful just to put it on every single time you feed, really, because it doesn't tend to go that far. I found that was really good. And some Essential breast pads too, yeah.
Yes, yes. If you get the washable ones, they get stuck in the washing machine. You have to get the washing machine man out.
It's a really excellent goodie bag. There's so much there.
And so that's available to anybody who comes in.
It comes in here, and obviously, if they have any questions with the bags, so feel free just to come back and talk to Lisa, myself. Yeah, all pregnant mums, new mums, everyone. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much indeed.